So in this video, I am going to show you how to calculate pips in Bitcoin. I will be showing you all the 3 ways that you can use to calculate pips in Bitcoin. It is very important for you to stick with one that works for you, because you will use this calculation to know how much you are going to risk per trade anytime you are going to buy or sell BTC. So the current price of Bitcoin is hovering around $118,000 to $119,000 currently. We can see from this aspect of the price chart. So it's currently 118,699. So I am going to start counting the pips from this particular last digit. So if we are to start from this number 118,000, if it moves to 118,000 with 1 at this particular level, so when it moves from 118,000 by 1 pip, we now have 118,001. So we will say it has moved by 1 pip. If this one goes to 2, the price has moved to 2 pips. When the price moves from 118,000 to 118,010, Bitcoin has moved by 10 pips. So if you are going to start counting your pip using this, starting from the last part here, for every 0.01 lot that you enter on Bitcoin, any 1 pip movement, when Bitcoin changes price by 1 here, you will be added $0.01 US when it goes in your favor, and $0.01 US will be deducted when it goes against you. Which means if the price of dollar moves in your favor by 10 pips here, you are going to have 0.01 times 10. So the amount that will be deducted from your account will be 0.01 times 10, which will give you 0.1 if you are using a 0.01 lot. By the time Bitcoin moves from 118,000 to 119,000, it means it has moved by 1,000 pips. If you were using 0.01 lot, you will notice that when you multiply it by 0.01, because for every 0.01 lot that you use, $0.01 will be added or deducted for every 1 pip movement. So we have 1,000 pips movement from 118,000 to 119,000. So we multiply 1,000 pips by 0.01 and we will have $10. If the same 1,000 pip movement, but you are using 0.1 lot size, then $0.1 will be deducted for every 1 pip movement. So if you use 0.1 lot and the market moves 1,000 pips by moving from 118,000 to 119,000, we will multiply the 1,000 by 0.1. So we have 1 pip is 0.1. 1,000 pips will give us 0.1 times 1,000. So $100 will be added to your account if it goes in your favor, or it will be deducted from your account if it goes against you. If you were to use 1 lot size, for every 1 pip movement, $1 will be added. 2 pips, $2 will be added. 3 pips, $3 will be added. This is very straightforward. So if you have 1,000 pips times 1 will be 1,000 US dollars that will be added or deducted if price goes against you or it goes in your favor. So for 1 lot size, the price is the same as what you are seeing on your chart. So if you use 1 lot size, any market movement in price, what you are seeing on your chart, that is what will be reflecting in your account. So if price is 118,670 as you are seeing it currently, any amount it changes to your account will also change by that too. because it's just as if you are having a single Bitcoin when you use one lot size. That is how simple it is to calculate it using this method. Now, you may not have your calculator when you are entering a trade, so you may want to use MT5. So instead of you to go through all of this calculating it, depending on your lot size, because for one lot size it's easy for you to calculate than using smaller lots that you have to do the manual calculation the way I have shown you. So I am going to show you how you can get this directly. So the other method that you can use is your buy tool and your sell tools. These tools that are used for buying and for selling. So if you were going to set your stop loss below here, you can just adjust and to know how many pips you are risking, and maybe you are aiming for a higher point, how many pips you are targeting. So when you use the buy tool or the sell tool and you are not including the decimal places, the simple way to get your pips will be from this number you are seeing, this target that is written. So it means from where you take your entry to where you are targeting, it is 2,901 pips, as you can see it from this number when you use this buy tool. Now, if this is where you want to set as your stop loss, when you check this stop, the value here is 1,405. So it means this is your pips if you are using this tool and if you don't care about those decimal numbers. But if you care about the decimal numbers, then the calculation is different, and I am going to show you if you care about the decimal numbers. And if you are still going to use this tool, then this is your pips. So if the decimal number is significant for you in your calculation, your pips will be 29,000 pips instead of 2,901 pips. And for the stop loss, it will be 14,052 pips instead of 1,405 pips. If the decimal points are important for you, when you use this tool, you can automatically see the pips here. It's just like you are multiplying whatever pips you are getting here by 10. So that is how you can easily get your pips using this tool if the decimal point is significant. If you are not using the decimal point and your calculation is going to be like mine, then you can easily see your pips on this other side. This is how to just get your pips. So if you are going to use the decimal numbers, that means this zero, any movement in this zero, whether it changes by 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, if it's significant for you, then your calculation of the lot size and the risk amount, you are going to use this particular one with decimal included. So for every 0.01 lot size is $0.001 that will be deducted or added to you for every 1 pip movement. If you are using a lot size of 0.1, then for every 1 pip movement, $0.01 will be given to you. And earlier I told you that you can easily get the pips if you are using the decimal using this buy tool. So when you click and you are using this buy tool or the sell tool, they are all the same. They will give you the same. Okay. So if you are using that, you are going to use this particular number to check your pips. So it means we are going to be targeting 70,000 pips. That is if you are using the decimal. If you are not going to use the decimal, then this will be your pips. So we are targeting 70,000 pips and we are risking 10,000 pips. So if we were to open a position with 0.01 lot and we are risking 10,000 pips, just the way we are seeing it here, because we care about the decimal, we are having $10 that we are risking in this trade. And since we are aiming for 70,000, we will now multiply 0.001 by 70,000. So our target will be 70 US dollars. We will be targeting 70 US dollars if we are going to use 0.01 lot. Now, if you are going to use 0.1 lot and you are targeting 70,000, then you are going to multiply 70,000 pips times 0.01. So that will give you 700 US dollars as your target profit. Now, if you are opening a position with one lot size, then for every 1 pip movement is going to be 0.1. So if you are risking 10,000 pips, so it's going to be 10,000 times 0.1, which means this tiny gap that you are seeing when price goes against you by 10,000 pips, then you are going to lose $1,000. But if it goes in your favor, then you are going to get $7,000 when price moves in your direction and in your favor. That is how to go about it. The most important thing about calculating the pips of Bitcoin is whether you are going to include these decimal numbers or not. And for virtually all the traders that are retail traders, you don't even need to include these decimal points. So if you are not going to include it, then you are going to use this formula for calculating your risk amount and for calculating your pips in BTC. Or you can use this tool and you look out only for this number by your left, which is the target of 7,000 pips or 1,000 pips. Don't mistake the two, please. So for the third method, you don't need to calculate any of these things. You don't need to use a calculator for it. And I am going to show you how you are going to do that directly from your MT5. So you can just use your MT5 method. That's the method I use, but you have to be very careful with it as well. So I am going to link and show you my MT5 right now. So I am in my MT5 now. What I am going to do is to use these buttons. So I'm going to use these two buttons. Let me just annotate them for you. These buttons that you are seeing and these other ones. They are very important for you to calculate and also to use them for your entries. So in order to calculate that, what we are going to do is I'm going to press on the first one here, this one. So I will click on it. So when you click on it, you can see it is bringing out the buy limit order for me. I don't want to set a buy limit, neither do I want to set a sell limit. I'm not setting any limit order. What I just want to do is for me to calculate my risks before I even know what to do. If I am to enter the market at the current level, I will shift this thing, I will click on it and shift it to where the market is. That will tell me that if I were to set a buy limit order here that I'm buying, then my stop loss will be below. So this place that is showing us SL here, I am going to click it. So the SL aspect here that is showing me SL in this place, I am going to click it. So when I click it, it will bring out the place for me to set a stop loss. So if I were to set my stop loss here and the buy limit is exactly where price is, it means that if price goes against me, the amount that I will be risking will be this amount that you are seeing it here, which is $765 and is already in dollars. So you don't even need anything. So it's already in dollars. You don't need to calculate. So if I was to enter the market by buying and setting my stop loss here, that will be where it will be set. That will be the amount that I will risk this particular amount. For setting, as your TP is going to be this one for TP. So I'm going to click on it. I will click on it and it will bring out the TP option for me. You can click that line and drag it to where you want to set as your TP. So I can set TP to be at this price. You can see it means if price is to go in my favor, I'm going to get $1,077 as profit, as you can see it written here. $1,077. But this one that I am setting it, I have not entered the market yet. I have not placed any buy limit order, and I'm not going to place any buy limit order. I am simply using this tool to tell me that if I were to enter the market at this particular level, and you see this aspect that is showing you this buy limit one, the one that is there is as a result of the lot size. So this one that you see it being dragged up, that I can drag to place at any level, that one, this one that you are seeing it there is because of the lot size. So if I don't want to enter with one lot size, I will now click on this particular button, this button that is here. Yes, the one at the top right hand, this one. So let me click on it and adjust my lot size. As I'm adjusting, be looking at these prices, they will be changing. They will be changing. So they will be telling you how much you are going to get if it goes in your favor, how much you are going to lose if it goes against you. When your lot size is being altered, this one will be altered. So I want to enter with a 0.1 lot at this particular market level. That's why I'm setting the limit order there. So let me click on that button. You can see the one is there. Is because of this one that we are seeing the limit is 1. So be checking the limit 1 and the profit and the stop loss, they will be changing. So if I use 0.1 lot, you can see how much I will be risking. So I will be risking 74 in order for me to get 110 if I use a 0.1 lot. If I use 0.1 lot, and if I edit this 0.1 lot to 0.01, you see that all these numbers will change as well. So let me edit it. If market goes in my favor, it will give me $11, and if it goes against me, it will give me 7. This will give you the accurate amount that you are going to risk when you enter the market here. Remember, I have not entered. Don't go ahead to set something like this and then you would proceed. Maybe you set something like this. You set something like this and then you continue to click this button. Don't go and click this button. So let me show you. When you set something like this, don't go and click this forward button. If I click this forward button, it means I want to actually set an order that has not been executed yet. I want to set the order. So I am not clicking this button to take me into the market. Okay. What I will do is I have now known that if I enter the market with a 0.01 lot, so this is my lot, that if I enter the market with this lot 0.01 as is reflected around this point, it means if price goes in my favor to this level, I will get $10. If it goes against me, I will get $7. So I have now known. I can now turn off this buy limit order too. So I will now cancel it by pressing that X beside it. So if I have known, I can now say I want to enter for a buy. So that is when you are going to click this button, this buy button now, because your lot is already here, market is currently here. So I can now click on this buy button. It will take you in instantly at this exact place. And since I have already known it, let me click it. So I'm going to click a buy. You see, I have entered the market. Instant is a market order. If you don't know what a market order is, there's a video I've made about it. It takes you instantly into the market. It will appear at the top right hand corner. So now, as you have entered the market, you need to set your stop loss. You can click on that line. When you tap on that line where you take your entry, it will bring out these options for you. You can see the options that are here. So it will bring out these options for you these options of close, SL, TP. Yes, it will bring it out for you. So you can now click on the SL aspect. So I'm going to click the SL. You see I've clicked on it, and you can drag it to wherever you want to set as your stop loss. I can shrink the chart and click now. I'm going to click on the TP. I will drag it to where I want to set as TP. When you are done, remember this one, you have entered the market. But I am going to click on the forward button now, this blue button that is here. So this blue button, I am going to click on it so that I will proceed with setting my stop loss. So let me click. You see everything has been added the way I set it on the chart. They just click on modify that you are seeing. So I'm going to click modify. The SL have become permanent. Even if you want to adjust, you can easily adjust them. Click on them and drag. You can see the beauty of using MT5. It tells you where you can calculate your pips, and for BTC is very easy. It's applicable to virtually all of the assets that you are trading. It will just automatically tell you how much you are going to risk and how much you are going to make. So with this, we have seen the 3 different methods that you can use to calculate your pips on Bitcoin or on BTC, as some people will call it. Okay, so calculating pips are into 3 different aspects, and I have shown you can calculate your pips and your risk amount using MT5, as I just showed as the third method, and you can calculate using this tool and then applying this formula if you are interested in the decimal, and you can use the one if you are not interested in the decimal. You can now use this particular one. Okay, if you have any question regarding how to calculate pips in BTC, just let me know in the comment section. Do have a wonderful day. Bye bye.